Alright, we're good here. Let me make sure everything is up and running. Okay, we're looking good there. We're looking good here. And we are looking... Oh, shoot, it's night. I have 3 boats here. I didn't even realize that. What? What are you talking about? Also, good to have you here. How you doing? We're on a new world since the last time I was playing some Minecraft, which was... How long ago has it been since we've done a Minecraft stream? Let me look this up. It's been a hot minute. I think it was like New Year's or something like that. Let me see. When did I do this stream? Oh, it was like Christmas. So last time we did a Minecraft stream was like Christmas. So it's been a hot minute. Also, I'm still like partially sick. I'm still a little sniffly. But I thought it'd be fun to just, you know, walk around and show you guys around a little bit. Cause this is a whole brand new area we have here. This is a realm world that I started with me and my brother. And it's been going pretty good. This is my old base that I use for my chicken farm, because I eat a lot of chicken. But I used to call this place home. Yeah, hopefully Minecraft will make me feel better. But I used to call this place home. This was home base until I decided to move. And I decided to move over here and build a whole city. Well, it's not really a whole city right now, but I've built in part of a city. So I can give you guys the tour. I can give a little tour here. This is... I still have to move out of here. This is the old base. With a actually quite nice looking garden in the back. And an axolotl that I stole from a cave somewhere. But it's a nice little park kind of thing back there. There's nothing much upstairs. Just a couple old rooms that I moved out of. The village itself has villagers that I kidnapped from other places. And have completely overpopulated this entire place to the point where I have people who need jobs, it looks like. Grab yourself a job, dude. Also, I have this area. I could probably cut down on the cauldrons, because I don't really need that many. But I have, like, so many, because it repeats or replenishes the lava, which I use for my furnaces. My whole furnace setup here. And then I just got some other buildings, some other villagers, farm, all that kind of stuff. But the big project, the city's name is Mistravis, and I can type that if you want to know how to spell it. But I'm calling it Mistravis. But this is the big old Capitol building that you saw an earlier version of on the thumbnail. Alright, sorry, had a runny nose. But this is the Capitol. Took me a heck of a long time to make this thing. Right now, there's really not much in here. This is my trophy room, you can call it. Just a bunch of stuff from in here. Also, hi. Mr. OK, or Mrs. OK, I can't tell. Person saying okay. Hi, how are you doing? But we got some old armor. We got some different trophies here. You're not late. And you didn't really miss much. I'm just kind of walking around showing some stuff off. I found a skulk biome, an ancient city, actually. I went to the end. I got the egg. I got a dragon head. Full chainmail armor. Just some trophy stuff. I have an Enderman's been in here, apparently. But I have my wacky little bed set up that I almost never use. I got a little throne because I was bored. That did not work. And then down here, I have this whole area that I'm going to transform into a storage room at some point. But right now, it's just used to turn dirt into mud whenever I need it. But this whole project took me quite a bit of time to do because I had to get all of the materials necessary to build this thing, which was not fun. But it's the building itself is done, so that's at least nice. But I have to finish a few little tower structures that are going to show up, which are what these pillars are for. They're just not done yet, but I'm taking a break from the building itself. And I'm moving on to the waterfront, which is going around the entire city. And I have to put in the roads now and other stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be kind of hanging out, building, chatting. That's really all it's going to be today. Just a little fun hanging out. I usually do one of these just kind of hanging out Minecraft streams every once in a while. So I just thought it'd be fun to do one of these again. I think all this is smelted. Alright, we're going to do you. Do those for me. I don't have the space for all of this. Okay. Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest structures I've ever built. It's definitely a crowning achievement so far. I could probably smelt this stuff. Also, I have most of my items organized, but I could definitely use some more storage space. And I summoned you. I'm glad the summoning spell worked this time. How you doing? How's everybody doing in chat, by the way? I hope everybody's doing good. Just gonna throw this random stuff in the big old smelter while I'm here. It's kind of auto smelter-ish. Just without the actual, like, auto part of the smelter. Because I don't do too much with, like, minecarts. They're so loud. So, I don't do much with the minecarts. What? Leave it to Toby Toons to just spew off some nonsense. Alright, I have one piece of gravel I gotta put away. But yeah, we're just gonna be kind of maybe renovating some parts. I'm trying to update the road path. Build the Pizzaplex? I'm not building the Pizzaplex. That's not happening. I'm not building the Pizzaplex. Sometimes I wonder why I look over to see what people are typing. Because sometimes you guys just type some nonsense. But, aside from that, people who watched it, what did you think of the, today's rewrite video? What did you guys think of it? Now that we're all just kind of here. And I need to make a bunch of these. Yeah, it could be more organized. The storage, it's definitely not the most organized I've ever been, but I'm a very try to be organized person. And as for your rewrite stuff, Al, I'd say just go for it. I mean, there's decisions I make with my videos where I'm like, ooh, should I have done that? I don't know. And then I'm like, yeah, just go with it. And then sometimes people like it, and sometimes people don't. It happens. Which reminds me, it's like, half the comments on the video so far are either like, man, I really like what you did with the Mommy Longlegs rewrite. And then other people are like, nah, that stuff stinks. So, it just kind of depends how people are feeling. Yeah, I thought the video turned out decent. There was a lot of... Also, look at that. There was a lot of... I'm not going to say trouble. Reshoots, maybe, is a good way to put it. I don't know how to put it. But there was a lot of stuff I kept changing. And some of it was a little rushed. You can kind of tell because Cassie Caterpillar kind of just shows up at the end and does absolutely nothing. So there were some parts that were a little rushed and I, didn't put as much time into because I was trying to get it done. But I think on the whole, it turned out not bad. Oh, I need wax. Hang on. I think I just put all of it away. Yeah, the rule is a little dumb, I'll admit, but it's something I carried over from my FNAF rewrites, and so I'm just kind of sticking with it, because, I don't know, it's a dumb rule, but I think it goes for, hopefully, a little bit more of an authentic style, rather than just, like, because it's not a reboot, it's a rewrite, and so that's kind of how I see it. It's not a reboot. So I don't include all of that stuff, but it's kind of a dumb rule. Well, and making stuff up as you go is kind of par for the course with this kind of stuff. I mean, that's how my videos tend to happen. I'm like, at work, I'm packing boxes, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that idea works really well. And then I write it down, and then I'm like, actually, no, that's kind of dumb. And then I go back and I change it, and it just is a lot of trial and error when you're coming up with stories. It happens. But you can't let yourself be discouraged by it. You just got to keep going, whether or not it's good, bad, or people like it or people hate it. You just got to keep going. Yeah, you just put some stuff together and you call it a day. Like, I don't know. As long as you're having fun with it, I think that's what really matters. Yeah, I mean, my FNAF rewrite videos are definitely something else. I think they're definitely something I learned from, because, man, I cannot do multi-hour or even hour-long rewrite videos anymore. That's just crazy. I can't believe I actually ever did that. It's just nuts. No, and I get that. I was kind of saying the same thing, Al, with like, there's times too, like my script for the chapter 2 rewrite video has a lot of things different than I actually said, because there's some things that I include in the video, and then there's other things that I read over and I'm like, that's a little dumb, I'm gonna change it, but kind of just on the fly. Like, it kind of just happens. So, I get what you're saying. I'm building the road, the pathway. It's not really a road. It's a pathway that's going to go around the entire city. So I'm just putting the lights in so that mobs don't, spawn. Because that's always the worst. And I like to integrate my lights into the floor because I think it makes it look less jarring than having light posts. Yeah, I should do a, like, admin stream at some point where I just show the process behind making one of my videos, because it's really not all that spectacular or even thought out. I kind of just make stuff. I mean, I think about all of this stuff near constantly. If you were doing my job, you would understand that, like, my entire day is just kind of mindless work. So when I don't have anything to think about with my job, I'm thinking about video stuff. So I just work on video stuff while, not work on it. I think about story and all that kind of stuff while I'm working. That way when I get home, I can put those ideas down and, you know, brainstorm them, write them out, see how they work. Because it gives me a good chance to run the ideas through my head to see whether or not they're actually good or not. Like, example, little, you know, cut content from the video. My original opening for the chapter was going to actually have the whole, like, Elliot Ludwig office area be much more of an actual home. To the point where I was going to include, like, a poppy bedroom. But then I was like, that's way too much to include in chapter 2 of anything. So I had to scrap that. But that was in there for a while until I went through the first phase of reshoots. But yeah, you just kind of run through a bunch of ideas until you come up with something good. Also, what's with all of the singing taco typing in chat? I mean, I'm glad we're having fun, but I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, I like these kind of just chill streams where, like, nothing's really happening. It's nice. It's nice and relaxing and a good change of pace from a bunch of active stuff going on. I mean, I like playing FNAF fan games or stuff like that, but sometimes it's nice to kind of just chill and relax, and that's what I like these Minecraft streams for. Right now I need to go... Perfect. This is what I was looking for. I need a bunch of this for the road. So you get to watch me just mine up diorite, which nobody ever uses, but I actually like it, so... I think it's cool. Okay. Also, hi. I see I missed your hi message, so hi. What is... I'm gonna try my best to maybe not focus on the random nonsense today. Oh, that makes sense for birch trees. It's pretty close. I like it for the actual, you know, block it is. I like it. People hate on it. It's so forced. What on earth are those emojis? I've never seen those before in my life. Want to rewrite videos. Stranger Things? You guys are going to find it crazy. I have seen maybe 30 seconds of Stranger Things at most. I remember one time, this was like when the first season or two were out. My family, well, my dad was like, it would be fun to, you know, just check it out. And we had it on the TV, and I think I watched the first 30 seconds of the first episode, and I was like, nah, I got better things I could do with my life. So I've never seen it, ever. And you won't, I will not, me personally, will never be spoiling anything because I've never seen it. I just don't have any interest in it. It's kind of like Bendy and the Ink Machine for me. Like, I just don't have any interest in it, so I'm not going to spend my time watching something I don't really have any interest in. Not that it's bad or anything. Just sometimes, you know, it's not for everybody. Isn't this so fun? We're just mining up a bunch of diorite. It's just a blast. Oh, Digital Circus episode 8? Yeah, I watched that. I thought it was pretty good. I watched that show. Well, I say watch. I've watched all the episodes so far. I find it enjoyable. I don't know. It's definitely not like my favorite thing on the planet, but it's pretty fun. Oh, I won't spoil anything. This is a spoiler-free zone unless I accidentally spoil something about something else. But I won't be spoiling anything from the episode. Also, I love that non-spoiler message there. Those episodes are, like, surprisingly short for being, like, 30 minutes. Alright. Oh, I should probably sleep. Don't want the mobs getting in. Alright, I think we'll just finish this layer up, and then we'll get back to building. Or maybe we'll see how many stacks I can get. I like to do stuff in even numbers. Well, even as in, like, stacks and half stacks and stuff. Oh, so we're doing a Poppy Playtime rewrite reboot? I'm here for it. Oh, there's a lot of diorite here. Oh my goodness. Alright. We'll just finish up this stack. And we'll call it a day there. I can go this way. Recommendations for shows to watch. I don't really watch that many shows. I have no recommendations because I don't really watch much in the way of TV shows. Though right now, with the Spider-Man brand new day trailer having dropped, I'm on a spectacular Spider-Man rewatch because that's like one of the best TV shows to ever exist. And that trailer was pretty hype. Not the best thing on the planet, but it was pretty cool. So I'm on a bit of a Spider-Man craze. So I'm rewatching Spectacular Spider-Man right now. Well, not this second, but you get what I mean. What? What is... Okay. Sometimes you guys are just crazy. But then again, I'm pretty crazy too, so I can't really say anything about that. I mean, you kind of got to be a little crazy if you're making YouTube videos about rewriting Poppy Playtime. You kind of got to be a little crazy to do that. So, I'll lump myself in with the crazy. Also, the place that I work is... everybody there is nuts. So, I'm kind of like that now, too. So, yeah, I can't really say anything. But, I will anyway. You finished the main tower of your village. Nice. Yeah, this thing I completed, I don't know, last week. And even then it's not done because I got to build the rest of the little surrounding towers. But, yeah, it was quite the project to do. 2, 3, 4, 5... And then I think this cuts... Wait a minute. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then this one gets broken. There we go. 4, 5. Oh. One too many. Are you legit leaving? Toby Tunes. I'm assuming you are, but sometimes you just show back up anyway. Oh, I messed up here. Crap. Wait, how did I... Where did I... Oh, I messed up this one, which messed up everything. There we go. And now we should be back on track. Right. Paisley's the daughter of a playtime the worker person thing. After her father went missing, she explored her whole town, trying to find him. Well, yeah, she showed back up to Playtime Co. I keep trying to call it just the Poppy Playtime Factory, but that's not what it's called. I feel like I probably said it in a video, but like I always just call it like, oh, you know, Poppy Playtime, as in like the company and not just the name of the games. So that's just what I call it now, because for some reason my brain can't understand that those are two separate things. And then you have Poppy Playtime, which is the character, but then it's the name of the games, but then Playtime Co. is the company. Everything's just Playtime. Something it's hard for me to keep track of fully. Alright, let's drop the stuff off. We'll go do some lighting to get the lights looking good. And then maybe we'll do some other stuff like trying to get another beacon or something. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we're feeling today. Also, I was going to do this last week, and then I just didn't. So now we're doing it today. But, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else with the video that I need to talk about. I don't think there is. Also, I am planning on doing... I guess this really only affects channel members, because it's going to be channel member exclusive. But I'm going to do a behind the discussions video tomorrow for some little behind the scenes stuff. Also, this was not meant to be a little shameless plug. I just was going to bring up that that's happening tomorrow. What do I have planned for my future streams? Nothing. Usually, I think about what I'm going to do, like, day before max. I never usually think about what I'm going to stream that far ahead of time. It depends, though, on, like, situations. Like, when Chapter 5 was getting built up and, like, we were leading up to that, obviously, I was like, I'm going to do all the Poppy Playtime games. But I don't usually think about what I'm going to stream until, like, it's here. And then I just come up with whatever I'm going to do. So, I don't have any plans for the future streams. So, if anybody's like, hey, check out this game or whatever, then I might get around to it. Also, we are going to need a lot more copper. Maybe I'll have to go buy some from my brother's town, which is infinitely better than mine, I have to say. But we'll see if we go over there. He gave me the A-OK to play on here, so. Alright, let's see. How is this looking? Oh, I got a lot of lava buckets to refill. These are missing 2. Okay. Let's go refill some lava buckets, which is what all of these are for. Poppy, the successful test run. She's spent her whole life happy with her dad, but ever since what happened, she's determined to make up for her part in what made everyone disappear. Yeah, so she's kind of like a good guy, which is what I tried to do with mine, because like Chapter 2, she's kind of good, and then she goes evil, and it's really weird. So I tried to make her nicer, if that makes sense. Alright, now we gotta go through these 10. So yeah, This is like a half automated furnace, but doesn't matter. As long as I have infinite fuel source that's not having to go and find coal, I think we're good. Also, a ton of iron had to go into this, but I mean, iron's really not that hard to find. Alright, I think that's everything smelted, so we're good there. Let's get some more blocks. And we got a ton of iron. That's pretty good. It's not a ton of resources. You would think I'd have more, but I don't really go mining that much. That's not really something I do a bunch of. So. Well, who needs well, the cauldrons, I guess, are the fuel storage. Which is also giving an infinite number of jobs to my villagers. Half of the town's population is thinking leather workers because of all the cauldrons. So I'm thinking about just getting rid of them and moving them somewhere else. Because I don't think I need all of those guys to be leather workers. This is the not so fun part about using copper lighting, is it's so dang expensive. And you have to go and use redstone to turn them on. But I think they look nice. And they work good as a thing that you don't need to have another source of light for. And they're a block that actually looks nice. That's not like going to stand out like sea lanterns or stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I think they look pretty good. Elliot Ludwig, a true visionary. He risks everything on the toy company. His first word was toy. Shaped his dream into a nightmare. Ooh, I like that was a good description. I like that. Also, some sneak peek stuff for the Project Playtime rewrite, since obviously I have some ideas in mind for that. We're going to be getting more monsters. So there's going to be more monsters involved, which may or may not include some cut characters from previous games. And there's going to be more areas to go explore. I need to go to the Nether. Let me out of here. So there's going to be more going on. And I have some fun plans to explain lore behind said decisions. But obviously we'll get there when we get there. I do think it's kind of fun because I always ask like, hey, what do you guys want to see in the next video? But usually I already have like most of what I'm going to do planned. So it's like, sometimes I have to change up some stuff to accommodate. But for the most part, I usually have everything planned out ahead of time. Also, you guys can see it's kind of like I have like a backpack that I keep all my stuff in. Yeah, nice try. Shield, really helpful. Oh, hello there. Just tried to sneak up on me. Yeah. Hey, he gave me the blaze rods. Yeah, I'd rather not have you try to kill me. Thank you. So now... Oh, hello there. I did not see you guys here. Also, can you go away? Big cube. I will take that, though. Alright, sick. We got 12 blaze rods already. Well, and I guess here's another spoiler for Project Playtime. I won't make it worse as the phases go on. Project Playtime still is one of the few games in history to make the game progressively worse as new updates come out. Or came out, I guess, because it's done. Nobody's making updates for that game anymore. I just don't know how you can have a game that was like, it was a little rough around the edges, but pretty dang good when it launched, and then it just got worse. Like, they just made the game worse, and I don't know how they did that. It's this thing a miracle. Oh, hello there, you two. I was just about to read chat until you guys showed up. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. Ow, dude. Also, I have to go find one of those upgrade things to upgrade my pickaxe. I had one that was, like, fully upgraded, but it didn't have unbreaking on it for some reason. And it was too expensive for me to upgrade it with unbreaking. So, I just made a new one. Alright, let's see. Now that we got this moment of calm. Harley Sawyer, they call him the Doctor. From a boy alone at birth, like Dr. Doofenshmirtz, neither of his parents showed up to his birth, to a man of steel. Made of steel, like Superman? He cared only for the progress of what he could achieve. All this malice from the mind of one selfish man. Makes sense. Sounds like Dr. Sawyer. Also, I was not making fun of your writing. I just like how it was worded. I find that I feel like I'd be better at like improv stuff, which I'm very thankful I never did in high school, because my goodness, the improv team there was just terrible. Some of the worst human beings you could ever find were on my high school's improv team. I don't even know how. I guess that's just where they all decided to culminate, but I'm glad I never got involved with any of that. Also, oh, hang on. I was getting distracted. I think it's kind of funny because, you know, I said I was going to plan a 3,000 subscriber special. But we're going to hit 4,000 subs before I can do that. So, I guess there's just no 3,000 subscriber special. I could have come up with something, but I just didn't have anything in mind to do. So, no 3,000 subscriber special. We're just going to jump straight to 4,000 when we get there. Also, the first video, the Chapter 1 rewrite, insane. Best performing video on the channel, like, of all time. Just absolutely insane, all of the support that you guys showed for it. Just crazy. I never expected in a million years for it to do that good. So, I'm gonna have to. But yeah, there was a ton of support for that video. I mean, obviously it's the views and stuff are slowing down now, which makes sense. It's been 2 weeks, but still crazy. Best video we've had on the channel. And it's just wild, all the support for this series, which I never expected to ever happen. Like, I mean, the series, I guess maybe, but the support, never expected that to happen. So I just am very thankful for you guys who are watching now and for, you know, everybody else. Where is this guy? Oh, alright, well. How many are we at? 42? We need more. I want like a stack. Whoa, hello there. 3 of you guys. Thank heavens for the shield. Okay. Come on, shoot. There we go. What are we at now? 48? That was it? I thought we would have gotten more from that. Alright, Leith Pierre. Yeah, his name is kind of weird to try to spell. A man with only one thing on his mind, profit. Yeah, he's like the businessman William Afton. Sawyer's like the scientist William Afton. Leith Pierre's like the businessman William Afton. Okay, stop them. Stop this guy. How many are we at now? Alright, we need 10 more-ish, give or take. And then we'll go try to get another one of the wither skulls. Also, you guys have no idea how many sniffles I had to edit out of the audio for the video. What the? A skeleton fighting a blaze. I never thought I'd see the day. Are they still fighting over here? Oh no, did he kill the blaze? W skeleton. I think he just killed the blaze. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I had to edit through all that audio, and oh my word, there were so many times where I was just sniffling. I will say, I love making YouTube videos, and I think they're super fun, and I love writing them out. Audio editing is probably the worst part about making videos. Especially when you just gotta sit there and listen for all the times that, you know, I mess up when I'm making a video. Because there's a lot of audio cuts that happen. It might sound like I'm, you know, saying things clear, but there's a lot of times that I have to cut and splice things together because it just didn't turn out. So, yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into making these videos. For those who don't make videos. I mean, obviously for you guys who do make videos, you know, but... yeah, it's, especially the longer running videos, which is why I kind of slowed down and am not doing hour-long videos anymore. Because, my goodness, were those just terrible to have to edit. Also, I think it helps with video performance. I think more people are definitely prone to watching a 30 to 35 minute rewrite video than something that's like 2 hours long. Which I can totally relate to, but... the story videos will still be longer. Which, speaking of, FNAF short story videos, I haven't talked about those like at all in a long time, but I'm still working on those. The next one's coming out... hang on, I'm looking. The next one is coming out on the 1st. Would you look at that? April 1st is going to be when I drop the next short story. Which, this one is going to be security breach related, dealing with Vanessa and Lewis, and some other characters. So, it should be a fun one. Alright, let's see how many of these I can make. I can make 40. Okay. What, 100,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers? I doubt that. I don't think I'm gonna get that many. But in fairness, one can never assume. And I never expected these videos to do as well as they're doing. So, I will say, I didn't think... I was curious when we were going to hit 3,000 subscribers. I wasn't even sure we were going to hit it this year. I mean, I was fairly certain, but, you know. I guess I need to put the stairs in first. And then all of a sudden, we're at almost 4,000. So, I will say, things can happen. But I just am not going to get my hopes up. Because, you know, when you go through life, sometimes you realize when you have super high expectations, sometimes when you're going into things, you should have your expectations set lower, because then you don't feel as bad. Which is definitely not a way to live, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like going to see a movie, and you're like, this movie's gonna suck. And then when you watch it and it is terrible, you're like, oh, you know, at least I thought it was gonna be bad. But then when it's good, you're like super hyped that it was actually good. So that's my little life viewpoint there. I think we're gonna have enough to do this. Actually, I don't know. probably gonna need more. One, two, three, four, five. That's gonna be a light. That's not gonna line up very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely need more, but that's okay. What do you guys think I should do for a subscriber special? I don't really have any ideas, because I wasn't expecting to have to do one so soon. So I don't really have any ideas for a subscriber special. So what would you guys like to see for one of those? Because I have absolutely nothing in mind right now. So if anybody has any ideas, it'd be kind of fun. I mean, I don't even remember what I did for the other ones. I've already done so many random ideas for when we were going through the hundreds that I don't feel like I have anything left for the thousands. But I don't know, maybe we'll come up with something fun. But we're back to diorite mining for now. Oh, I can't believe I almost missed this. Alright, Eddie Ritterman, I see it. I almost missed it. An ex-British Secret Service. He was a Secret Service agent? Who contracted an illness in his time out. He truly believes his work can save him. That is an interesting twist for Eddie Ritterman. Just like how it was an interesting twist that I fell down this cave. That is a twist I was not thinking of. My Eddie Ritterman is kind of like the sociopath murderer William Afton. So you have Leith Pierre, who is the business William Afton. You have the doctor, who's the scientist William Afton. And then you have Eddie Ritterman, who's like the sociopath William Afton, if that makes sense. A 5-hour stream, and every hour, one new game suggestion? Oh, I like the general concept. I don't know about 5 hours, but I like the general concept. That one's not bad. Stella Graber, the only kind one. She just wants what's best for the kids, but kept quiet when threatened about her and Elliot's oh. Interesting. Relationship. Interesting. At least at first she did. Oh. Yeah, my Stella is kind of just there. I don't really have any plans for her. She's basically just going to be the same. You could do a Q&A or favorite horror game tier list. Yeah, a tier list would be logical. I've done plenty of those on the channel before. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff to work with there. Maybe both at one. A tier list while I'm playing horror games? Interesting concept. Oh, I should have stopped. I'm at 34. Okay, now we got to do a full stinking stack. Okay, let's just do this. In this dark, creepy cave. 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Now I got a full stack. No, I think it makes sense. I think I got what you were saying. I think I'm picking up what you were putting down. I'm trying to think of any ideas I have that I haven't done yet. Let me look back through the old list of subscriber specials, because I used to write down what I was gonna do. We kind of just did a bunch of random stuff, it looks like. But for 1,000 subscribers, I did like a face reveal, FNAF cookbook video, with my friend David, but that was like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. It was a while ago. Which, when he gets back, we may or may not be doing more in-person videos. Well, at least one to, you know, start it off. But that won't be for a little while yet. We could do... But the question then arises, what horror games do I play? Because I've played pretty much everything under the sun at this point. Which most of you guys weren't here for. I mean, some of you guys were. But that was back in my daily gaming content era, and that was... I played so many games. So we'd have to find games that I haven't played. We're expecting that twist. I was not expecting that twist. It was an interesting twist I was, you know, not expecting. But I think it's one that would be interesting to see explored more. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. I've thought about a Poppy Playtime tier list video, which maybe I'll do at some point. I don't know if it's subscriber special worthy, but it's definitely something I can do at some point. It's on the list for videos at some point in the future. I'm really trying to think. I thought about maybe this could be an idea. I don't know if it would be a subscriber special, but it's a video idea I thought about. As we get closer to 1 year since I started the FNAF Rewrite universe, which is a pretty big thing here on the channel, I thought it could be fun to remaster one of those old videos, condense it down, make it a little bit, you know, shorter, concise, but like remaster it. So that could be an idea at some point in time. Roblox horror games, I've played quite a few of those too. But that's definitely, it can be an option. Okay, I thought that one, yep, we're good. I don't know, the hard part for me is finding a game that I'm not going to feel bored playing. Which happens sometimes quite a bit with, like, horror games or, especially, like, FNAF horror games and stuff. Because they all are pretty much just the same with a new coat of paint. So I'd have to find something that I wouldn't get bored live streaming for a decent amount of time. But that's going to take, I mean, I guess I can maybe won't take long to find one of those kind of games, but it's definitely something that I'll think about. It'll be an option here. I like the Q&A idea, though. I think that could be something fun to do. But really along those lines, too, like, you guys are free to ask any questions whenever you want. Basically, any live stream is a Q&A live stream, because, like, I'm fine to just answer questions whenever people are, you know, feeling like it, so that's just kind of how I roll, I guess. There, I'll sleep. Alright. And then we need more copper, which I think I'm just going to buy. I don't want to go mining for more copper. It's not fun. Though cave exploring is fun. But I think I'm just going to go buy some, because I don't want to deal with that right now. Because then you got to go mine it, and then you got to go smelt it, and it goes in here. It Steals, oh my word, I'm glad you brought that up. I've played it a few times here on the channel. I love that game. It Steals is one of my favorite horror games of all time. I love that game. It's really fun. I'm probably going to need more emeralds. You guys can see my super secret emerald vault that I spent a lot of time making for absolutely no purpose other than to just hold blocks of emeralds. Yeah, this was not really that fun to make, but there it is. My super secret emerald vault. Even though it's just me and one other person on this world. It's just fun to have. Oh, hello. I didn't think you were going to be just walking into the base. But yeah, I mean, I could do a live stream where I play like my top favorite horror games for a little while. So do like a FNAF game, like some Security Breach or something, and then play some It Steals, and then, you know, play some other stuff like that. Also, everything you're about to see here was built by my brother, who is older than me, so he's my older brother. But everything you can see here is built by him, which is, it's just absolutely insane. I think he has someone in the smelter. Oh yeah, I tamed him. There was a skeleton horse the other day. How much is copper worth? I think we settled on like 4 or something like that. I want a lot of it. Hang on. We're gonna steal all of this. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and my sister's actually an artist, so I guess it does. I never really thought about that. Where did you? I think the YouTube messaging system is doing its thing again, because I haven't seen anything since you asked about the twist. So. But no, I'm not going to go to war with him. In fact, actually, when we started this world, I can't get out of here. When we started this world, he was the guy in charge, and then I split off and did my own thing. But we are not at war because I don't want to do that. Like, who wants to blow this up? I mean, look at this thing. Like, that's just crazy. Who wants to try to blow something up like that? However, I will say, this is how he keeps his villagers all just trapped inside one house. Where I let my villagers roam free because they're free people. Also, this guy's been trapped here since, like, he built this thing. So this guy's been trapped here for a long time. Unintentionally so, I might add. We might as well take a little tour while I'm over here. This was the spawn village. So we spawned... when we made this world, we spawned somewhere over there. Which also the end portal is over there somewhere. And this was a village. So he took the village and I moved further north. And so you can still see that there are some village houses here. But he's pretty much paved over everything, which makes sense. Also, here's my little market stand that I have in the town. Just some fun little nonsense. There's a creeper farm out there. But yeah, he built all of this, which is just crazy. And then this is his storage room. A German leader from the 1940s. I think you mean Austrian painter from the 1940s would do such a thing. Yeah. Yes, he would. Oh, I gotta update the maps. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, here's a... I guess I'll put these back. Here's a whole map that he mapped this whole thing out of a huge chunk of our world. So this is his city. This is mine up here that I need to update yet. So I kind of own the north part of this. He owns this part. And then, yeah, we've kind of explored a bunch of this area. It's been pretty fun. The only problem I have with Realms, which is what this is on, is that you need to update when the game updates, and I kind of hate that, because then you need to update your game, and you need to update the world save file, and then you need to update any mods that you're using, which we only use Optifine because it helps with make shaders look nice. But then you need to update all that kind of stuff, and it's just a little annoying that you're forced to update your game whenever Minecraft updates. It's just a little annoying. Alright, fully mapped out. Nice. Also, I want to show you guys, actually there's some stuff south I gotta map out yet, but that's okay. I want to show you guys something crazy here. No, we're on Java. And unless there is a way for us to not have to update, I haven't found it yet. But it's annoying. But this area here, I guess I didn't finish this yet, but I had to re-terraform pretty much this whole riverbed section, mostly over here. This is all re-terraformed because I added in the wall here. And so I had to re-terraform this entire area because it used to stick out like super far. And I didn't want the river to be like 2 blocks wide, so I had to re-terraform the whole river. But I definitely think it makes it look a little bit nicer now. It's kind of just a straight wall, but it looks okay. I think it's this map. There we go. Let's go bring the maps back. No, Realms is both. Hello, lag. Uh-oh, there we go. Yeah, we play on just regular Java. It's always when you're trying to do like a like a hardcore or something like that, that it's like, yeah, we'll just give you the worst spawn imaginable. It's always when you do that. But yeah, we spawn. I guess I can go show you since we're here. So the spawn point's a little bit messed up now because the building is kind of over top of like most of it. Like we spawned, this was a whole ravine and we spawned within this chunk, so it's a little bit messed up, but we spawned within there. There's just a random portal here, but right next to this boat, crazily enough, right here, this little tube is where the stronghold is. Like right next to spawn is where the stronghold is. Like, look at this. It's like right there. Like, spawn's right there, and here's the portal. So it's pretty crazy. I could build... Yeah, I could do that at some point. Also, I have yet to set up an automated system that just shoots the ender pearls out into the void. Because who needs these? And since I have looting 3, it just is super crazy. Also, I'm going to turn the mobs off because it's going to be so loud. I just figured since we're here, we might as well repair my tools. Which I do have mending on all my tools. Because why wouldn't I? I'm like decent at building. I wouldn't say I'm like the best or anything, but I'm like pretty decent at it. But that's been... I've been playing Minecraft for... going on 12-ish years. I started in like 2014-ish. So I've been going for a decent while now. So I'd say I'm pretty good. For the most part. That's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to click this. Also, look at what the shader does to the end. I mean, my goodness. I can't play Minecraft without shaders anymore. Like, I just have to have them. Yeah, I discovered it when I was looking for the portal. I had been looking for it because I got to a point where I was like, I kind of want to, you know, go to the end, find an elytra so I can fly around. And I was looking for the portal. I used like 2 or 3 Eyes of Ender, and then it was like right there. And I was like, okay. The first place I dug, they actually lied to me. The first place I dug down after the Eyes of Ender disappeared led to nowhere. It was just nothing. There was nothing there. So I had to do like just digging random holes until I found what I was looking for, and it just so happened that I dug down, not this tunnel obviously because it's like right to the portal. I don't know if it's still here. I had another one somewhere. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if it's still here if I tore it down. But I had another hole somewhere that went deeper. Like, that went to a different part of... I don't know where it is. But I had another hole that went somewhere else, and then I moved it here. I think it was, like, over there or something. So it took me a while, but I found it eventually. But yeah, that's kind of the history, I guess, of the world. Why is the end like Florida? Because it's fun, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so after that, I guess, since we're here, I showed this briefly at the start, but I'll show you guys now. This was my first setup. It didn't look like this always. I kind of changed it for fun. But this is my first setup. I built a lighthouse. I have a friendly ghast. And this is what I call the preserve. And so I have a bunch of trees. I built my place into a ravine. Had all the nice little things you could need, which is still where my enchantment portal is, and where I go to get food. Because you need food. So this is where I go to get food. And then you just replenish them if you feel like it. I mean, the weather is, it's getting there. It's actually getting to pretty decent weather here in Michigan. It's really nice. I'm happy it's getting to spring. I'm like a fall weather kind of a guy. I like it being a little bit colder. It's a little bit nicer. But, like, I don't know. I like all the seasons for the most part. Also, here's my fireworks storage. Here's my food storage. That's not what I wanted to click on because I was trying to do this. Not that. Let's get some more of these. Let's get some more of those now. Didn't realize I could make so many. Okay, there we go. There's that, and then that. I need one more of those. You might have a little down. Yeah. Yeah, I had to just dig around a whole bunch until I eventually found it. It was so stupid. It was really annoying, but eventually I found it. Yeah, the weather this year has been kind of wacky. It's been like, you have like a mild day, and then it's like, well, at least for me, you know, in Michigan, it's been like a mild day, and then it snows, and then the next day it's like 60 to 70 degrees, and then the next day after that it's snowing again, and then it's back up to 60 degrees, and then it's a mild day. It's just been jumping up and down. That's probably why I'm sick. Like, in all honesty, because it's just been up and down and up and down. One positive note, though. I haven't gotten it out yet, but my wisdom tooth doesn't hurt as much. So I'm at least recovering in that regard. Because I got hit with a double whammy of wisdom tooth and sick. And it just wiped me out. But it doesn't hurt as much now. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about any global warming stuff here. I'm not saying that I'm not giving an opinion on it. I'm just saying I don't do politics or whatever here. I avoid bringing up controversial topics, which might be a little bit selfish on my part, because maybe it is something to talk about, but it's just a personal thing. Sherry 2 system. Your Sherry 2 system was doing this on purpose. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't like you. I really don't get it. I've never seen this happen to anybody. And it's like I've seen some of your other messages. But then it's just like some of them it just doesn't like. I wonder if it's like the wording or something. I watched a video the other day. Not the other day, today. Man, I don't know what's happening with me. But it was talking about how a guy's YouTube channel was taken down because YouTube's AI system claimed that he was making just garbage, randomly generated, you know, nonsense. And he made like 100 shorts that were like actual like 3D animated shorts that were like really good and like actual time put into them. And then it turns out that most likely what it was is that he would record comments so that you can respond to comments with like a voice clip or something. And he was doing that and it counted that as a video. And so YouTube flagged him for having like over 1,000 videos of him responding to people, which they claimed was just the same content over and over again. And so I'm like, YouTube's AI detection system is just absolutely trash. And how they like do stuff on here, it's terrible. I still have a runny nose, so sorry. Sometimes I take a minute here. Yeah. It's a ground rule I've had since my first live stream. I don't like bringing up politics because I'm just so sick of it. Like everything. And this is the one time I'll briefly talk about anything like that. It's all because of school. When I was in high school, it was like all over the place. This side, that side. Just a bunch of hullabaloo. And me and my friends were always like, how about we don't talk about this? How about we talk about like TV shows or, you know, actually like stuff that is a little bit more important to when you're like younger? Like, who the heck really cares? Well, yeah, and that's my thing too. Like, at the end of the day, it really ain't that deep. So, if you want my stance on things, that's my stance on things. At the end of the day, it just really ain't that deep. So, that's my stance. What are you doing in here, dude? Also, I need a name tag for this guy. You're supposed to be out here, and what I somehow managed to cobble together into an actually decent-looking, beautiful garden area. You are not going back in there. You're going over here. You're in timeout, horsey. Stay here. There is something in my building that he wants, and I don't know what it is. Okay, there we go. Just stay here. No, stop moving. He wants something within my storage room, and I can't tell what he wants. Jahan? I don't get it. Well, I need a name tag first, which I guess I could wait for the new update where you can craft them. But I'm not there yet. You know what? Let's go on a little bit of an adventure. I want to upgrade my pickaxe. So let's go on a bit of an adventure. I've probably raided almost all of the bastions within like 1,000 to 2,000 block radius in here because I did a bunch of exploring before. I mean, that's how I've managed to get full gear, all that kind of stuff. But there's definitely more that I can find. We just gotta go do that. So I guess you guys can watch me fly around and get stuck places. We'll just fly around until I can maybe potentially find something that might be helpful. I will say that's one of the things I don't like that they've changed is that you need to find a little upgrade thingy to actually upgrade your equipment. I get it, but I also don't. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't know when they changed that. It was like a little while ago. Like a few updates ago, but I'm not a big fan of it. It might be easier without shaders. I don't know. Well, let's check. Let's see. I guess it's really not that much better. It's all still pretty foggy. And yeah, it's all still pretty foggy, and it doesn't look... Actually, I feel like I can see more with the shaders on. Whatever. Yeah, I don't typically swap my chest plate back out. I typically only do that if I'm gonna like land somewhere. Though I probably should get better at it, because there's been multiple times where I've gone caving and then I'm like almost dead, and I'm like, why am I almost dead? Oh, I didn't put my chest plate on. So I should probably get better at that. But oh, would you look at that? They tried to hide this from me. They thought they were better than me. They thought they could take down the MCP, but they don't know who they're dealing with. I should probably switch over to my chest plate right now. Alright, let's take these guys out. They don't know who they're dealing with. They're dealing with a superstar. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought they were lagging. Everybody just froze for a second. Alright, I'm a little nervous to go in there. I don't know if there's more. Okay, let's see if I can kind of get a better look. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know if this is one I've been to or not. It's hard to say. Yeah, I don't need the XP. It's fine. Uh-oh. Time to go. I don't like dealing with these guys. Oh, well, he's dead. Okay. That solves my problem there. Alright, let's see if I can get back in here. There we go. Have I been to this one? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. I usually would have collected this stuff if I've been here. I have not been here. I guess I can only hope and pray that I get something good. I'll take the bone blocks. Oh, and the crying obsidian. Somehow I missed that. Come on, give me just the upgrade thing. That's all I really want. Oh, we got one. Okay, cool. First bastion that we randomly stumbled upon, and we got one of the upgrade thingies. I already have one of those. I don't need that. I said I'll take the bone blocks. Might as well take a diamond shovel. Never know when you're going to need it. Well, that was pretty simple. That was a little easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's see what else these guys have to offer. Nothing... Oh, wait, they do have a chest down in the middle. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. I've actually played... I've played Geometry Dash before. I'm not good at it, but I have played it before. Yeah, I could probably get a better render mod, but I don't know. I don't like to play with too many mods. That was a bad series of events. I will eat this golden apple that I found. I'm like decent at Elytra Flight, but like I ain't that good at it. Sometimes I'm okay, sometimes I'm absolutely downright terrible at it. Man, there's a lot of gold blocks in this bastion. I mean, I get it, because that's usually what's in here, but... We survived. Oh, hello, fella. Oh. I'm getting shot at. That's what's happening. Get out of here, wacko. Okay, somehow I need to clear them out from that middle area. Oh my goodness, they are just swarming this place. No, I don't want you to shoot me. It's a freaking slaughter right now. Okay. They're dead. They're all dead. You're working on your first level. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely consider it. Yeah, take your own crossbow, buddy. I never use crossbows. In fact, I never usually use a bow either. I tend to use a trident, but I don't have one of those yet. Which maybe should be something I should try to go get. But those are really hard to, you know, actually try to find. Because you gotta get lucky. Alright. Give me the gold, and then we'll check whatever was in this chest. I already have a banner, I don't need that. Well, that wasn't really worth anything. Well, the best thing to do here is to just die and go home. Because I play with keep inventory on. I know. It might be crazy that I play with keep inventory on. But I prefer it because then I feel like I can actually do more. So. Let's just catch myself on fire. It's a pretty quick way to go. Let's just take my stuff off. There we go. That'll bring me home. Oh, okay. Sleep time. I do have a totem and a shield. They're in my backpack. Which I should probably rename this to backpack. I don't know why it has a problem with you. I really don't. Where do these arrows go? Give me those. You know what the most irritating thing YouTube does for me? Whenever I go on YouTube, like just anytime after like 7 o'clock, it always gives me a, oh, you're past your bedtime. Are you sure you want to stay up? YouTube, buddy. Clearly I'm not a little Timmy. Like, you already verified my account that I'm not a little kid. Why are you telling me my bedtime is 7 o'clock? Like, I don't think my bedtime's been 7 o'clock since I've been, like, I don't know, 8 years old. Like, why are you telling me to go to bed? Alright, I need you, and I need you. Iron, gold. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, I guess I'll just put this in here now. Alright, block. Boom, boom. There, mob drops. Equipment. What else do I have? Bone blocks. Obsidian. And we have to smelt this one piece. One piece. So we'll use some saplings for that. Or I guess I can just put it in here since these are still smelting. I didn't have anything going in here. No, okay. I think a geometry dash stream. I don't. I'll consider it. There we go. Now we aren't. I can't say I'm fully geared because I don't have a netherite hoe, and I need one of those to be fully geared out, in my mind. But we're pretty much there. It's not bad. Yeah, that's why I don't do hardcore. I used to. I had, this was like, I don't know, a long time ago. It was like maybe, I can actually probably find it. Actually, I don't know if I can. It was like, I don't know, we'll say 2015, 2016, somewhere in there. I had a hardcore world that I was like super pumped to play, and then I was doing pretty good, and then I died, and then like ever since then I've just never really invested into hardcore because I'm like, I don't want to lose everything and then I have to like never use it again or cheat to get back on there, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I did not mean to throw that. So I just play survival with keep inventory because it's much more like stable, and I just find it a little bit more fun. But we'll have one more of these, which I gotta take apart the gold block that I just put together. Alright, perfect. Next, when I get the next upgrade, then I'll be able to do that. So we'll be good. What's wrong with what? What happened this time? What did I miss? Did I miss something? I often like to consider myself not the sharpest tool in the shed. I ain't very bright, but yeah, you know, you just kind of live with it. Alright, well, now what to do? We finished the road for the most part. I still have to, how are these looking? Oh, I gotta get those repaired. I still have to renovate the roads over here yet, but... This is my wool farm, by the way. I actually set one of these up. I think this world might have the most amount of farms I've ever built. Which I don't typically build, but I have a decent amount now. And I trade him with this shepherd, and I get a bunch of emeralds for it. Like, this guy's maxed out. He doesn't sell me anything good, but... I know it means YouTube, but these days I don't know what stuff means anymore. I'm like an old geezer. I'm like 1,000 years old when it comes to the internet. Now I'm like, wait, didn't this thing used to mean something else? And then it's like, no, dude, that was like 2 months ago. Now it's this thing. Okay, whatever you say. So, I figured it meant YouTube, but I never know anymore. I guess we can go around and renovate the rest of the roads. That's the wrong thing there. But yeah, the roads used to do this thing, but it's just not as efficient anymore, so I'm trashing this. Let's grab up all of the lanterns first. Alright, that's clear for this section. Also, it was kind of resource intensive with all of the logs here. So, definitely probably good that I'm not using this anymore. And then one here. I did not mean to break this one. 2, 3, 4. I don't know if this will be better, but it'll just be kind of something fun. At least I'm hoping it'll be kind of something fun. And then one here. And then one here. Are you insulting dark oak? I actually like it better than spruce. In some regards. I think spruce works. And it definitely has its uses, but I like dark oak better. I don't really know why. I just do. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh, there we go. Alright, and then I'll grab the rest of my road building material. Which should be... I'm just going to take this. Put this in here. Grab up this. I have so many shulker boxes. It's crazy. They are littering this world. Alright, I need more andesite. I'm almost out. Because these roads are super intensive for this. I feel like we can maybe add another one here. I kind of want to use this up. We'll do that. Also, yes, I have to painstakingly figure out what kind of pattern I want to do when filling in this road. Is it fun? Not necessarily, but it's not terrible. Alright, that's all we'll do here. We'll fill in the rest of the gravel. Yeah, I definitely will say spruce works good with oak logs. I especially think. I think I used it on my trees I made over here. Yeah, you can't really see it, but in there they're stripped spruce with oak logs, and it kind of adds for like a different texture on the trees. Which I did hand make these, that's why they aren't the greatest, but yeah, it definitely has its uses. All of them do, I think. But I just like the way this one looks. Also, I have a bunch of different wood types here. And I think I have saplings for all of them. So there's that. Also, I have a bedroom, but I never use it. I just always sleep in a bed outside. Whatever's closer to what I'm working on. Which at this point is a little ways away, but I might move back over there to continue the road before finishing renovating this. I need this. But yeah, this was, this building was the original capital. I built that first. And then I built this area. And then we expanded over there, and then I stopped to build the new Capitol building, which took all my time and resources. So the village has kind of been neglected since then, but I mean, it's not like they're complaining. I definitely think that does look nicer than having the weird, like, star pattern in the middle. I think it definitely looks nicer. We can probably update... I need to update this map anyway to have, like, the full city, but I think that does look better than that. This looks cleaner. All the things can be good. I think that the jungle wood, I find, works best with, like, the terracotta, like, just regular terracotta. But outside of that, it doesn't usually work good with anything. But I usually like to use it if I'm going to do, like, a texturing with terracotta or something like that. It blends in decent with that. But yeah, it's a limited use case. Interesting combo there. I can't say I can entirely picture what you're saying, but I'm sure it looks good. I did kind of do some combos. I love the pale oak. And also, this is the first survival world I'm doing that has had it in it, which is why I'm using it a bunch. But I think it looks good. Like, you compare, like, or, not compare, combine it with, quartz stuff. I think it doesn't look too bad. It is kind of a little repetitive, but I don't have the resources to use a bunch of quartz. Like, I had to buy a bunch and go mining a bunch just to get enough to build this. So I don't have really that much to spend. I have a little bit left in here, but like it's so expensive. And also this is all my building materials for this building, which I still have to add the other bubble elevator in, which I feel like is kind of underutilized, but I still love a bubble elevator. Also, I didn't know this, but like if you go up and you get stuck up here, if you swim, and then you can swim down a bubble column. I don't know if it's just because I have Depth Strider 3, but you can swim down a bubble column if you work hard enough at it. Which is something I never knew, but... Interesting. Yeah, I usually just kind of wing it. Like, all of this was just kind of me winging it. I didn't have anything specific in mind. Well, I had an inspiration image, but I didn't have any, like, specific palette in mind. I kind of just went for it, which is why some things might feel a little kind of random. But for the most part, I tried to keep it, like, somewhat consistent, but it was more just like, I don't know, this looks okay. I'll just throw those together. And then I love using this. I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. So having it kind of be the roof, I think, worked best for me. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's not the best thing on the planet, but it turned out pretty good. Yeah, I know there's, like, tons of stuff out there about, like, being specific and combining stuff. You are a long way from your job, buddy. It's, like, all the way on the other side of town. It's, like, being super specific and combining a whole bunch of stuff together, but, like, I just don't have the knowledge, really, to do that. Okay. I got a message from WhatsApp, which me and my friend used to talk back and forth, and I thought, hey, maybe he sent me a message. No, it was WhatsApp, the app, telling me that they had an update. So I'm like, hey, thanks for that, you stupid app. I don't know. I've never used it outside of just talking with my friend. I probably should have grabbed my shield. I was not really thinking ahead of time. Trying not to hit the zombie piglin. Okay, come on. I just need a skull. Okay, that was... Oh, I got jump scared the other day. You know those, like, trees I have outside of the Capitol? I was flying back from working on the waterfront by the river. And I flew back to my bed, and I look up, and I see something move within the tree line. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And then all of a sudden, out from the trees, an Enderman just came bursting out of the trees, attacking me. And it actually, like, legitimately scared me. Because he was just there. And it just caught me so off guard. It was probably one of the scariest moments I've had on Minecraft. Like, obviously, after, like, 2 seconds, it's like, oh, it's just an Enderman, it's not that bad. But, like, it legit, just out of nowhere, boom, Enderman attacking me. It was spooky. It can be kind of spooky on here sometimes. They can get you with some good scares. Oh, that makes sense. I don't usually have, like, a typical style for when I'm building. I don't tend to have, like, one style I build. I don't know what I would say I'm good at. Interiors and, like, more natural designs, I'd say I'm pretty decent at. But actual, like, this guy just... I just watched that magma cube jump off. I didn't realize he was that sad. Alright, come here, buddy. Somebody want to drop the skull? Nope. Okay. We might be here for 10 years. Or I might just give up. One of the two. How do I get up here? I thought I saw a guy up here, but it might have just been an Enderman. The fog makes it a little hard to see who's who. Oh, here's a regular skeleton. Oh, there's a bunch of wither skeletons. This ain't FNAF over here. Oh, they were waiting for me. Come on, come on, come on. Somebody drop their skull, please. Nope. Ouch. Okay, that was bad. Hi, you. Where did you come from? Please drop your skull. Okay, or not. Yeah, Endermen I feel like are the scariest mob because they can just kind of show up out of nowhere. Sorry. I have 2 skeleton skulls right now that I kind of got on the random. So I'm just waiting for that one last one so I can get another beacon. Because I have one already, so I don't really need another one. But it would just be nice to have. Maybe like a portable one. Also, gulp. What? Since we were talking about spooky stories. Who just... Yo! Who do you think you are? Come on. I want to see if it'll... Okay. It's not working. Get out of here. Well, let's see if I can block his arrow back and hit him with it, but... Didn't seem to want me to do that. I have no idea where any wither skeletons are. Sometimes they just like to not show up. Why are we all gulping? That sounded a little weird. Great. Just fabulous. When did this portal get here? Ow. Get out of here. Where is this gonna take me? I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried where this one's gonna take me. Where am I? What the heck? What on earth? Alright. I'm gonna have to ask that we settle down on this because it might be considered spamming. So I'm gonna have to ask that we're gonna have to settle down on this. But that's me politely asking if we will settle down before I consider this spamming. Well, you guys are just all putting the same message in over and over again. I would consider that spamming. Hey, don't get on me. I mean, I guess you can, but like it is my chat. My rules will fly. My rules are... I don't really have any rules. Like, you guys can kind of just talk about whatever you want. Just no overly spamming a message. That's my only rule. There these guys are. I was wondering when they were going to show up. And they didn't give me anything. Great. Wait till the stream is over. Well, yeah, because then I can't... Because then I can't do anything. I think that might have to be the dumbest skeleton I've ever seen in my life. That guy just walked off the edge on purpose and then just died. That might be the dumbest skeleton I've ever seen in my life. Like, he didn't even try. He didn't even try to move. He just died. Like, dude, come on. You seriously can't do better? Okay. This is not what I was hoping to have happen. Okay, what did I just stumble into? Oh. Oh my word, there's a whole singing free-for-all out here. What is happening? Oh, freaking war started. Okay, I think the war settled down. Unless I can get the skeleton to shoot another guy. Come on. Yeah, okay, they shot him. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna worry about the skeleton. I like getting mobs to fight each other. Oh, come on. It's super fun when they do that. I don't really need them. Alright, where are those thinking wither skeletons? Yeah, I have seen that float around, that wither skeletons, or just not wither skeletons, just regular skeletons in Java are stupid. But then in Bedrock they're like elite. But I can't attest to that because I've never played Bedrock. My first time playing Minecraft, I guess you can say, was on a friend's iPad way back in, I don't know, 2012, 2013. Way back on Pocket Edition. And that was my first time playing Minecraft, and then I enjoyed it. I thought it was super fun. And I kept asking my mom if we could get Minecraft, and eventually we made an account. And that's the same account I'm using to this day. I have not made any other accounts. This is the one and only account that I have. And it's the same one I've been using since back then. Which is actually, funnily enough, we can do a little lore thing right now. My Minecraft skin here, the little spaceman dude, he's got a bit of history. I've talked about it on previous Minecraft streams, but he's got a bit of history. This one I made a couple years ago, so he's a little bit older, but the concept of a spaceman skin dates back to 2015? Me and my brother were doing our own world back then, and we had, it was like a creative world, and we were going to space. And so he made a couple of spaceman skins, and that's what the original one of this one was. And so I put the skin on them, you know, my character, and it was all fun. And then for some reason, I couldn't change it. It was just stuck. They wouldn't let me change it. I couldn't change it on my account. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck with the spaceman skin. They just wouldn't let me change it. And so for like years, I was stuck with the spaceman skin. And at some point, I just grew to, like, accept it. And so then it just became my guy. So what went from just a random skin on, like, a random Sunday afternoon, it turned into the character that it is now. So that's a little bit of lore about my Minecraft skin. Obviously not this particular one, but the character itself. Alright, well, goodbye, Gulp. That's all I'll say. I guess also, thanks for joining. Alright, we're getting absolutely nowhere. I'm gonna leave this, because we are getting absolutely nowhere here. Except for just getting beat up. I don't really know what else to do right now. We're kind of rounding off here. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're almost at our 2-hour time here. Might just start winding down. Farmer's still over here. Clearly he is not doing his job. But yeah, this is sort of like my, I guess, backpack. It's got some extra fireworks, some other tools. It's just sort of like a little storage thing, so I don't have to keep it all in my inventory. This kind of saves on space. Do I have any arrows? I do, but I don't need more. Also, here's my trash chute. Because you have to have a trash chute. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how a lot of Minecraft skins come about. Is this just kind of like, yeah, you make it and then it just kind of sticks with you. I like this one though. It's a one I made, and I thought about updating it, but I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not top tier, but it's not bad. It's just a spaceman, but it is my creation. So that's all that really matters. But yeah, I guess before I log off, I'll do a little quick plans for the future that will probably happen. All of this is we're gonna have the road that goes all the way around, and then in here we're gonna have a bunch of other buildings. So I'm imagining this is gonna be like the old district, and then we're gonna have a new district here, some more buildings up through here, some more back behind here, and maybe somewhere there's gonna be like a park. Like maybe I'll transform this into a park or something, or like make a big one there. But it's going to be a lot of city that may or may not expand further across the river, but we'll see. So that's kind of the future plan, I guess you could say. And we're not going to go further south because that's where the preserve is, and this is going to obviously stay a preserve, which I'm going to extend in a big rectangle from there all the way to the river. So it's gonna be like one big preserve strip, like a central park. So that's gonna be the plan. I don't know how much different it's gonna be by the next time I do a Minecraft stream. I usually do them every few months, so we'll see how it's gonna look next time. But that's kind of the rundown, I guess you could say. Also, over there, random the other day, forest fire just started. It wasn't raining, nothing. Just a bunch of trees started burning down, so I had to go put that out. That's why there's trees missing over there. Random fact, but yeah, that's I guess that's really about it. I don't think there's anything else. I have some rooms over here that serve no purpose, but I'll figure out what to do with them later. But yeah, that's really about it. I had another world that I played on. It was a solo one, but I don't know. I just was kind of feeling a little stale. I wanted to do something new. So that's what this is. And I think it turned out pretty good. We got one more sunset, and then we'll call it a day. I really need some more materials. Well, we'll get one more sunset in, and then I'll call it a day here. I like the history of like some of like the Minecraft skins, because sometimes they're pretty fun. A hut there? A hut where? I might make some fun little buildings somewhere, but we'll see. But yeah, I think we're just gonna call it here. It was pretty chill, pretty laid back, and I enjoyed it. It's kind of fun. Also, I'm not sure if you guys could hear it. There is Minecraft music playing in the background. I'm sure it was getting picked up, but it was it's a Spotify playlist that I sometimes listen to because the music in game kind of sucks. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that too. I'm sorry YouTube's chat system doesn't like you for some reason. But I'm just happy you were here for a good chunk of it, and that at least we got to talk about a little bit of some stuff. So, but I'm happy you were here, and I'm happy all you guys were here too. And so, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it at least pretty chill, pretty fun. And if you guys have any ideas for next stream, like a game you want me to check out, leave them in the comments or something. And yeah, with that, I will see you in whatever videos coming next. So thanks for joining. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night or whatever. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.